Hi. Figured I'd try something new. Something a little bit different. Uh, I want to help kind of add some positivity to all the shit going on in this world. So I had an idea to take positive things that happened for the queer community over the past month and talk about that. So I'm going to be working on yarn and yapping about different things. I have my notes here on my laptop in front of me, and I guess go ahead and get started. I have this wool that I had blended up. It's three different strands of yarn that I kind of just pulled together. Wrong side. And like they're not like fully mixed or anything. You can see it's like one braid that I turned into a second one. Yeah, a little bit closer so you can actually see it. It's pink, white, and blue. I think pretty fitting colors for the first one. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna be working on this all the time while I'm yapping. So it the yarn isn't the focus of the video, but it helps keep it topical for my channel. But yeah, you can see there, it's very long. I made it really thin so that it'll be easier for me to spin up. And yeah, I'm just gonna let this sit on my lap while I work on it. Um, but yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing that I and I don't have scissors with me. Um, so take everything I say with a grain of salt because there is a chance that I might have missed things or gotten some wrong information. This is very chaotic. I literally didn't even write a script. I just have like bullet point notes that I'm working off of. So all of this yapping is just me rambling off the top of my head. But anyways, the very first thing that I saw was that February 3rd, there was a proposal to cut almost $2 billion from federal funding for HIV care, prevention, care, research, all of it. And luckily, Congress decided to not let it go through. They rejected it. This is very important because, as I'm sure a lot of you hopefully know, the HIV/AIDS epidemic took a lot of lives, and it's still going on. There are still a lot of people that fight with it, and we don't have nearly enough research and funding and everything for it to be able to help all these people. Um, one of the main things I saw is that Alicia Downs, the director of programs at AIDS United, she talked about how uncertain everything is with the budget cuts and how it is a lot harder to be able to help people and to help with finances, medical care, getting treatments, and even doing tests to see if someone has HIV. A lot of the like funding for AIDS United specifically that I saw from her talking about it is from private donations and philanthropic funding. But it is not even close to being enough to properly pay for everything. There are still a lot of holes that is just not able to take care of. Let's see if I can multitask while talking about this. Um, so it's been really hard for people to be able to get the care they need because there's just not enough funding for it. That is spinning way too fast. But yeah, like it is genuinely really impressive that Congress rejected the budget cuts because that would have made it much harder to be able to do really anything. Yeah, even with the lack of funding, there are still people fighting to be able to bring care to other people. And I think that's really important, especially with everything going on right now. We need as much help to the community as we can get. I know, kind of a downer to start off on. I wanted to go in chronological order to cover everything that happened last month. But yeah, Alicia Downs and Carly Gray, who is the program manager for AIDS United, their melanated movement engagement portfolio. Both of them are working really hard to share stories from people, um, and making sure to not be toxically positive about everything, and actually share what people are going through, so that there's more honesty, and that can help build trust and make sure that people actually understand what's going on. But yeah, even with all the shit that we're dealing with right now, it is really nice that we have these people in the community that are fighting to help each other, and making sure that there is a community for us to all be able to be a part of. And continuing with the HIV news, there's a possibility for a cure that is coming up in the future. There are a few doctors that have been working really hard on it, and they were talking about how it is very possible that at some point in the near future we might actually have a cure for it. There are a few doctors that are working in the HIV Cure and Viral Diseases Center at WinStar Institute that say that some recent discoveries are putting the goal of a cure actually within reach. It is very possible that we might be getting something at some point in the near future. Dr. Monitor, one of the people that has been working on it, said, quote, "I'm certainly confident that we're going to have a breakthrough within my careers, and I have a good 10 to 15 years left." So it is very possible that we are going to find something soon. From what I could tell by reading through it, I did have a headache while I was reading it, so I didn't quite fully grasp everything. But it seems like there are going to be a few different things that they use as a combo to be able to cure HIV. Um, there's a few different components of the virus that they are attacking with different things. They said that there was a three-pronged approach that they're going to be using for it. So hopefully at some point soon we will be able to finally help people properly and not just manage symptoms, um, and actually be able to cure people. That would be a huge breakthrough. The next thing, this I found February 21st. Brandy Carlisle did a benefits concert in Minneapolis, and she managed to raise about $600,000 for families impacted by ice. That's fucking incredible. That many people came together and raised that much money to help those families. So the fact that we were able to raise, I say we, the fact that that much money was able to be raised to help the families that have been directly in line with all of that happening, that's incredible. And it's just so nice that as a community we are able to stick together and actually help each other. That is what we all really need. like Everyone, I think, especially right now, needs to have that feeling of community and to just be able to have people around you that care and can help you. But yeah, in case anyone might not know, Brandy is an out lesbian singer-songwriter. I I personally have not listened to anything of hers. I need to. Um, but for some background, along with Tim and Phil Hanseroff, in 2008, she helped establish Looking Out Foundation, and that helps with providing promotional and financial support for community nonprofits, including Human Rights Campaign. And in the last year, I think this was circling around in queer community a bit. Her and Elton John released the song "Swing for the Fences," and she actually also performed it during that benefits concert. The whole thing, for the focus of it, is that it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to learn and to grow as a person and to realize that, hey, maybe, just maybe, these hateful thoughts are not exactly the best course of action because it directly impacts so many people. So, like, it's okay to realize that you're wrong and to grow as a person and change your mind on things. But yeah, and even just the fact that the concert happened is like a way to peacefully protest against ICE and everything that it's doing. Like every little thing that we can do to protest against it matters. And it's just nice to know that that many people were able to come together for the same reason. It, yeah, community is very important. Um, Another thing that happened outside of the United States, in the Netherlands, they had their first out gay prime minister put into office. His name is Rob Jetten, and he, at the moment, I think, is engaged. I think it said that he was planning on getting married this year. So that's fine. His campaign focused a lot on climate policies, affordable housing, and restoring trust, which overall seems like it's pretty good. He is more central leaning, so like could be a little bit better, especially because some of his um, like policies and stuff that he's wanting to do aren't the best. He wants to make asylum immigrations stricter, and essentially make it harder for people to get in. Um, and he's also wanting to increase defense spending to reach a NATO spending target, which both of those things not really great from what I could tell. I mean, like even just like restricting people that are able to get into your country, it's stupid. Like I'm sorry, it's just fucking stupid. Because like borders are something that is completely man-made. No other animal on this planet has borders. They just go wherever they want to, and like it doesn't matter where someone is. Like that is still a human being. That is still an entire person. It does not matter if they came into your country through legal means or if they just hopped the border. It shouldn't matter. Anyways, so I don't go off on too big of a tangent. Um, the prime minister, he's better than the last one they had. He seems like he's way better than the last one they had. The next thing, actually, this kind of affects where I am because in case you didn't know, I am in Texas. Unfortunately, I desperately want to leave. I don't like it here. So we actually have something positive for this state for once. The law that was put in previously, state law SB 12, that is the one that makes it so that teachers are legally not allowed to use a trans student's name or pronouns. They have to use either their dead name or some teachers will just call them by last names so that they don't dead name them. On the 23rd, Texas Judge Charles Eskridge, he has ruled that the school districts of Houston, Plano, and Katy are not allowed to enforce that law, which is a huge win. Like, sure, it's not a lot of the state, but that's really good. That is impressive that even just those three school districts are not allowed to discriminate against their students. And like teachers are able to use the students' actual names now. Um, this law also makes it so that like LGBTQ plus clubs are not allowed to be formed because they apparently feared that they sexualize children. No, it doesn't. Um, Literally, someone being queer is not a danger to kids. But yeah, because those three counties are not allowed to enforce that law, that also means that queer clubs are able to exist now in those counties, and like those students that are a part of the community are able to meet and to hang out and chat with each other and make friends and not have to worry about like the school district discriminating against them. Now, sure, I'm certain there's still going to be bullies that are extremely homophobic towards them, but the school district is not allowed to do anything towards them, and they're not allowed to discriminate, which is really impressive. Uh, yeah, like there was a whole lawsuit for it. It was filed by ACLU of Texas, Transgender Law Center, and Baker McKenzie on behalf of Texas American Federations of Teachers, and also the Genders and Sexualities Alliance Network, students engaged in advancing Texas, and there was a teacher and two students. All of them went into this lawsuit. So, like, justice can and does work. We just have to be loud enough for people to pay attention. We just need to make sure that they understand that, like, no, we're not going anywhere. We're all still going to be here, no matter what. So, yeah, like, just, we got to keep fighting. We got to keep being loud and obnoxious and fighting back against these people and let them know, like, hey, we deserve basic human rights. Uh, like, there is no way around it. Basic human rights are deserved for everyone, absolutely everyone. And yeah, the last thing that I had seen was that for the State of the Union, that was fucking disaster. But there were multiple Democratic state representatives that either boycotted it or made their opinions very clear on what they thought about it. So, like, for example, Democrat Rep. Angie Craig said, I would rather stick forks in my eyes than to be here tonight listening to Donald Trump talk about State of the Union. Which is honestly banger way of saying it. I love that. Absolutely amazing. But she did go anyways because she did not want to abandon the people's house. She went anyways because she didn't want to abandon her people and she wanted to make sure everyone knew that there was still support. Which honestly, that's amazing. Like, showing up is another form of protest. Besides boycotting, like going somewhere and like just being present is a wonderful form of protest. Like, we see it all the time with people like going out in the streets and standing there and making signs and all that stuff. We do that all the time. But seeing a state representative also doing it, it's incredible. I love that. I mean, there were also like some representatives that just didn't go, and that's totally fine. Like, I think like for protesting things, we have to approach things from multiple angles. We can't just do one thing and expect it to work. We have to push from all sides. So, like, even though things can feel hopeless, and even though it's really hard and honestly terrifying, there are government officials that are on the side of the queer community and on the side of everyone that is getting fucked over by the government, not just the LGBTQ community. Like, absolutely everyone, every minority, every group of people that is being affected by what's going on. There are people that care. There are people in power that care. So, even though things can feel completely hopeless, like, we still have people on our side. Even though there are a lot of things against the community and against simply just trying to exist, there is a lot for us too. There is a lot of good out there. You just have to know where to look. You just have to be able to find it. And I want to be able to help bring that positivity over here, and hopefully, hopefully give some people some hope. So I want to be that kind of positivity for people. I want to show people that, like, it's okay to keep existing. It's okay to be yourself, and it's okay to um, just do whatever you need to do to survive. Whether it is going out there and protesting, whether it's helping the people in your community, in your local community, like in town, or like trying to support people however you can. Or even if you need to stay in the closet for your own safety, that's okay. Like, that is 100% okay to do. Whatever you need to do to be safest, that's okay. Literally just existing and living through this time is enough of a protest. Just being yourself and not letting anyone take that away from you is an amazing thing. I don't even know how to end this video. Like, I might just end it there. That I think would be an okay ending. I don't know. I've never done this where I'm like sitting here talking about something that's so heavy. I'm not sure how to end it, and especially something that hits so close to home for me. I don't know. I guess I could show you what I got done with the yarn. But yeah, look. It's not perfectly even. Honestly, I think this might turn out to be... I have this thing that tells me like how thick the yarn is that I'm making. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it looks like right now it's sitting at about like a sport or DK weight. So this might come out to be probably a rand weight, which isn't too bad. I'm really liking how these colors are coming out. This isn't too bad. That's nice. Yeah, I guess that's the video. I do want to try to do this every month. Try to get just like all the positive news articles that are out there and try to talk about the good things that happen, because there is a lot of negativity out there. So it's nice to break that up with something else that doesn't make things feel hopeless. I don't know. I guess if you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, share it with your friends, especially if you have anyone that needs a little bit of extra hope in their life, because I know it can be really helpful to just hear even something slightly good, even if there is bad around it, there can be good. But yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Make sure to drink some water, take your meds if you have any, take breaks, stretch, get some fresh air. And I'll see you next time.